Hey everyone, welcome. This is Euro Maestro, and we are scoping live from Paris. We are on the River Seine, and we are taking a boat ride. And I am broadcasting live on YouTube and Periscope at the same time. So if you're on Periscope, you can check out the YouTube live video by going to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Euromaestro. So everybody go over right now to youtube.com/Euromaestro, hit that subscribe button, tap that bell, and smash the like button. I see Kathleen Lewis over there, and you can also see the differences, if there are any, between the Periscope image and the YouTube live image. Good afternoon. Today is a beautiful, look at that sky, beautiful sunny day in Paris, the 24th of September. Now, interestingly enough, yesterday, the 23rd, Saturday, was supposed to be the end of the world. At least that's what was predicted initially by David Mead. Looks like he was wrong. We can't give you hearts. You can't give me hearts on YouTube, but you can smash that like button. We're all still here. It seems like it. It seems like it. Now, David Mead did change his mind. Not upset about it. Yeah, this is one time we like when the predictions are wrong, right? What was I gonna say? Yeah, he changed his prediction. Now it's just the beginning of the end. It's gonna take a few weeks. So we bought a few weeks time. He didn't give us an exact date, but it's in a few weeks. You're so glad you're still here today. Yeah. Oh, what is that? I hear a lot of applause. I don't know what all the applause is about. Hey, Euro, check your email later. All right, I will. Oh my God, it's DJ Tony. So yeah, I'll definitely have to check my email. So I think he may be coming to Paris. And if so, hopefully we will meet up and maybe show you some restaurants in Paris, and we'll go from there. So look at this gorgeous views, guys. So is anybody on YouTube and Periscope, can anybody comment on the difference between the two videos? Before you ask, 480p looks pretty good, excellent audio. Tim beat me to the punch. Tim answered my question before I even asked. So it looks like the YouTube video is in 480p, but it still looks good. Yes, sir, and some clubs. Definitely have to do the clubs. All right, we're coming to our first stop here. Now, let me just show you the islands. There's two islands here in the middle of the river. You can see Notre Dame Cathedral there in the distance. You check both. YouTube is better, image and audio. Okay, that's good to know. So guys, I see we're having some connection issues at this stop. Hopefully that gets fixed real soon, because that is annoying. Let's go over here. We've got a couple of islands. So you see we're on a boat. Let's go sit down for a minute. Lots of sun, sun, sun. So now we're looking at the image through the window. Hopefully there's not too much glare for you. You can see it's a beautiful sunny day. There's Notre Dame Cathedral. Yeah, we got a window seat. So it's kind of an interesting situation here, because I tried to get on a boat earlier and the boats were so packed. I decided to pass, and so I got into a lucky situation. You see that boat in front of us there? That's the same company as this boat. So I found a boat where one is right behind the other, like 1 minute behind the other boat. So that means the first one is packed and the second one is empty. Do you think Mueller will impeach Trump sooner than later, before nuclear war happens? YouTube is better, Periscope is lagging. Oh, that's interesting to know. So, well, first of all, Mueller doesn't really impeach. So Mueller is a special prosecutor. He will do an investigation and he will give his findings, and then ultimately Congress, and specifically the House of Representatives, will decide whether or not to impeach President Trump. Now they would do that by adopting articles of impeachment, and if they were to adopt those article of impeachments, hey Euro, hey there, then he would have to go to the Senate, where he would have to be tried in the Senate, and then in order for him to be removed from office, you would need a supermajority. So these are things that are very, very difficult to do. Okay, and it doesn't really happen. We've only had in the United States 2 presidents that were impeached. He was never under criminal investigation. So we've only had 2 U.S. presidents that were impeached, and neither one of them were removed from office. So, okay, so now we're taking off. Let's go back up front. Yeah, let's go back up front for a second. Try to get some views without the windows in the way. So we got a lot of sun kind of blocking the view. I think we should try the Senate. Yes. You know, lots of people have commented on how low Donald Trump's approval ratings are. Oh, we're just docking now. We're gonna take a seat again. We're just docking now, so we're gonna take a seat, let these people board, and then we'll go back to the windowless seat. So as low as Donald Trump's popularity ratings are, a lot of people have less. Yeah, Nixon resigned, and Nixon was not impeached. Nixon actually resigned before articles of impeachment were adopted. Oh, by the way, somebody could screenshot that right there. You can see the Pantheon. Now, I've had some arguments with Parisians that have said it's impossible to see the Pantheon from the Seine. Well, it's not impossible. It's right there. As a matter of fact, if I back up a little bit, you get even a better view of the Pantheon. So you can see the Pantheon, but there's only this little bit of window here between these 2 islands. It's the only spot, I think, where you can see the Pantheon from the Seine. Yeah, you can see it. So I had a big argument a few months ago on a scope where somebody said, no, you can't see it. You're thinking of going to Paris during Christmas. Any recommendations? Oh my God, too many recommendations. What you should do is send me a note on Twitter. Tweet me at Euromaestro. Adrian says it's a great view. Awesome, Adrian. As a matter of fact, in just a minute, after the new people board, we will go up front and try to get a better view without the windows. Munich is nice, sure. Hey Euro, hey Jacqueline, good to see you. So it's actually kind of warm today, guys. It's been cool for the last week or 2, and today it's up to 23 degrees. So it's pretty warm. You see lots of people are back to wearing t-shirts and have put the jumpers away. Finally got a live, yay! Take me there, Euro, awesome. I will message him, awesome. Do you think the dollar will crash under Trump? Well, I don't think the dollar will crash under Trump. I think there's going to be pressure on the dollar, and I don't even know if it's so much because of Trump, but I think we're going to see some downward pressure on the dollar, at least in the short term. Is there a Euromaestro tour special? There is. As a matter of fact, I just finished taking a bunch of American tourists on a little private tour. What a stupid thing to argue about. Don't argue with Euro, me, aka Buffalonian. Okay, I won't argue. Well, no, I just thought it was funny because I made some comment about the Pantheon, and he goes, you can't see it. And I'm like, yes, you can. But there's the proof right there. You can definitely see it. But I see why he thinks it, because if you walk along the Seine, except for this little spot here, you can't really see it. somebody found out that the other side has better shape. I think the bit will be done away with and crash. Wait, what do you think's gonna crash? Oh, it is so hot through these windows. Macron reform is because the only wealthy win and the middle class and working class lose. Thank you for the boat tour. Does this river ever overflow? Yes, it does. So we get some flooding sometimes. So recently we've had some floods, not, you know, pretty high, but not super high. But at the turn of the last century, not this century, but the one before, the early 1900s, there was a major flood, and it went way into the streets of Paris. The Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin, yeah. All right, let's take a look at these views. So we have some amazing views here. You can see the people on the boat. And let's over here, we've got the Paris City Hall. So there is the City Hall of Paris. Hopefully we get a nice view now. You can see how nice and sunny it is. And we don't have the windows blocking our view. And we are in the middle of the river here, going down the River Seine towards the Eiffel Tower and towards the Louvre. And you can see, so pretty, says Mac. It is really pretty. You can see why, this is one of the reasons why I love living in Paris, is we get these wonderful views, whether you're on a boat or walking around these islands. We just have such great architecture, and with the river going through the city, of course, helps a lot. Coming up on our left, we have the Conciergerie. So this is the prison where Marie Antoinette was imprisoned during the French Revolution and all the counter-revolutionaries. So I'm going to show you that prison in just a minute. And if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Euromaestro, hit the subscribe button, tap the bell, you will find videos, other videos of me on the river, videos of me showing you the Conciergerie, showing you the Louvre, showing you the Eiffel Tower, and not just Paris, but on my trips around the world. I've been, I filmed for you guys going to Dubai and going to New York and Florida and NASA and some movie stars, authors, directors, the United Nations Secretary General, etc., etc. So check that out. Hey Euro, hey there. So what do you guys think? Isn't this view awesome? Look at the beautiful blue sky. The water sounds lovely. Yes, the sound of water, very, very therapeutic. And the greenery helps a lot. So let's look over here. This is the Conciergerie that I was telling you about. Might be a little bit hard to see with the sun, but you can see it's really pretty. It's like a castle. Thank you for all your awesome scopes, Euro. They are awesome. Well, thank you, Kathleen Lewis. And look at this, guys. If you look closely, you will see the Eiffel Tower. So we are getting closer and closer to the Eiffel Tower. What a lovely day in Paris. Bonjour from Pennsylvania. Bonjour, Pennsylvania. How are you? Yeah, where's everybody from? Let me know where you guys are all from. Always good to know where you guys are hailing from. Houston, Los Angeles. Wow. We've got people from Toronto. That would be Chris. Bonjour from Rhode Island. Rhode Island. Very interesting state. Den dobry maestro. Dobry dien. Как вы поживаете? Как дела? Привет. Hey there. How's everyone in Russia? Buffalo, New York, says Kathleen. Why is the Eiffel Tower called the Eiffel Tower? Any specific reason behind the name? Well, that is a good question. Yes, it is named after Gustav Eiffel, who was an engineer who was responsible for its design and construction. In French we say Eiffel, and in English you say Eiffel. But it's the same person. And that, my friends, when are you back at Disneyland Paris? Asked Thomas. Soon, my friend, very soon. Les quais à Paris. Ah oui, les quais à Paris. Oh, look at this. Look at all the swans. You guys see the swans? And that's the Louvre up above, the swans below. So we got some pretty swans. I see four or five swans, I think. There's the Louvre. Slim, that's Slim is in the process of doing some research on empires. So it'll be interesting to see what conclusions he comes up with. What are you doing tonight? Tonight, that is a good question. I don't have any plans yet. I'm gonna go have dinner, and then it's a beautiful day. I don't know. I mean, I was almost thinking to go to the woods today. Go to the racetrack. You'll have dinner there next time. Oh, awesome! There's the Eiffel Tower getting closer and closer. You think Germany will obliterate Russia in the World Cup next year? Oh, we got World Cup predictions already. There's the Institut de France. That's where the Académie Française meets. Paris is lovely, I see. Isn't it a pretty city? Yes, the swans. So I'm a swan fan. Sometimes I go and feed the swans. Have you visited all of France? No, I have not. I've been all over the world, but not all of France. So I should visit more of France, even more of Europe. So I did some scopes in Switzerland for you guys, in Germany, in the UK. Are you going to the Halloween party at Disneyland Paris? Asked Thomas. I'd like to go. I haven't bought my tickets yet. Maybe I will go. Ever been to Champagne? I have been to Champagne. So that's one of my favorite parts of France. They have the cathedral there at Reims. And so Reims is R-E-I-M-S for the Americans. They have a beautiful cathedral there. And of course they have champagne, which is awesome. Thomas is going to go to the Halloween party. Awesome, Thomas. That's cool. You need to travel. Traveling is awesome. If you go out to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. Uh-oh. Oh, why is that, Jen? What's the big surprise in the woods? I'll tell you one thing we've got going on in the woods, which is brand new in Paris this year for the first time. We have a naturist section, and is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about something else? Oh, that's a film reference, isn't it? What do you guys think? Should we get off here? We can get lost for fun. This is some guy that does stream punk robots that are huge, and people... Oh, I don't understand that comment. And people can ride on them. I think it's somewhere in France. Oh, cool. Have to check it out. So what do you guys think? Should we get off here? I'm thinking maybe we should get out here and walk around a little bit. Interesting watching both broadcasts. The sunbeams are on Periscope, none on YouTube. Ah, that's interesting. They're gonna have a DJ at the Halloween party. That's gonna be awesome. I think we should get off here. What do you think? Should we stay on this boat ride, or should we walk around a little bit? I think it might be fun to walk around. What do you guys think? You're the boss. I'm the servant. Hey Euro, hey Petruza Mazzone. How are you? Good to see you guys. Yes, get off? Okay. I follow orders. Stay, let the boat do the walking. Uh-oh. We got a vote to stay, votes to go. So hard to please everyone. I'm good, we miss you. Oh, I miss you guys too. That was so much fun. So many things we didn't get a chance to see. Hopefully next time you stay one more day. So I think they were here 4 days. And I think it was 4 days. I feel like it's not enough. I was thinking it would be enough, but there's just too much to do. I think you need a 5th day. Both, leave one camera on the boat. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. There is the Musée d'Orsay. Yeah, there was more people voting to get off. Yes, 4 days is not enough. There you go, confirmation. So, bonjour, je peux le sortir. Merci. So, there you go. I'm locked in, guys. I don't know if you can see the chain. I am locked in. Hopefully I can step over without killing myself. I did it, yay. Meet up with you again soon. Yes, Thomas, let's meet up. Maybe at the Halloween party would be a good time to meet up. So let's walk along the river because I don't do this every day. And it's fun to see. The world didn't end, I know. It was kind of a surprise. David Meade was wrong. Oh, how could he be wrong? Our poor friend, the Christian numerologist, was so sure the world was ending today. However, he has retracted his statement and he said the world is not ending today, it's ending in a few weeks. Yeah, he put it off a week? No, I think it's a few weeks. I think he bought some wiggle room there. So it's a few weeks, but it starts today. Today's the beginning of the end, or it started yesterday, the beginning of the end, and there's going to be the rapture. So we're going to start seeing people disappearing all around us. So those are the people that are chosen. So if you see somebody just like suddenly disappear in front of you, you know where they went. And if you're still around, it's kind of bad news. It means you're not chosen. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's a beautiful view. Let's walk around. You see a lot of people walking, jogging. You're going. Well, you pack your bags. It's going to be soon. Good day, Euro. You'll take their Paris. You can take their Paris. Yeah, think about all the empty apartments there will be. So one thing I like about these videos, I think you'll find that the YouTube video should be pretty smooth. Even though I'm walking up and down and it's a bumpy road, it should be pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. I don't need anything where you're going. What area of Paris is this? So this is right in the center of Paris. We just passed Notre Dame. We're next to the Louvre right now. And we are doing YouTube Live and Periscope at the same time. And across the river, as they come through this bridge, you're going to see the Musée d'Orsay. You're not scared at all. It is smooth on scope too. It's smooth on both, yay! The scope seems to be more detailed lately. Maybe iOS 11. Maybe you are nuts. Maybe both. So there's the Musée d'Orsay. This is Impressionist museums. So that's where you have a lot of Monet, Manet, Renoir, Degas, Van Gogh, Gauguin, and so many other Impressionist artists from the 19th century. And you can see it used to be a train station that they transformed. So it's a really pretty museum. Train station transformed into a museum. YouTube much better, says someone on YouTube. So you can see, and you can just walk along the river. There's all kinds of trees. As you can see here, you can picnic. You can have a good time. It just looks black. It looks black. Oh, you can't see anything because of the sun. Yeah, once I get past it, you should be able to see it better, but that's filming right into the sun. So maybe we should look on the other side for now until we get past it. And then it won't be so dark anymore. I'm doing a dark scope. Sun is filtered much better on YouTube. You'll take your chances with Paris. Awesome. Awesome. It's fun. Sometimes we'll take the boat all the way down. There is a couple of big Disneyland Paris news coming out. Oh, Thomas, tell us more. We like news. And I know it's going to be hard to see with the sun, but there is a speedboat there in the water. I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably can't see it till it gets a little further down, but there's a nice speedboat going very slow up the river. It's beautiful there. It really is. Oh, and there's another one going fast. We got a slow speedboat and a fast speedboat. There'll be Rare Characters parties next June. Ooh, you have a link to YouTube for Steampunk Elephant. Oh, awesome. So actually, now as the boat is getting on the other side of the sun, you can see it a little bit better. Is it near the Ile? It's not far. So Notre Dame is on the island of the Cité. YouTube is way better, says Chelsea. Well, that's why I'm hoping some of you guys start subscribing to my YouTube channel. So I've got 75,000 followers on Periscope. If we can get a few thousand of them over to YouTube, it is in Nantes, France. Oh, okay. I would go to Nantes. Slow speed, yeah, slow speed, slow speedboat. But you can see all the people picnicking, hanging out, having a good time. You can see the Eiffel Tower. Halloween starts this Sunday, the 1st of October, for Paris Disneyland. Yes, so they will. Paris will change, you know, the settings and the decor in the park for Halloween. And as we have a number of amusement parks in Paris, they're all getting ready, I think this weekend or next weekend, setting it up for Halloween moods. And some of them have some really, if you're into that kind of stuff, they have some really amazing haunted houses, really scary. So Parc Astérix has one, and there's a couple of them in Paris. So lots of fun. Seen any mimes? You know, it's been a while since I've seen a mime. I see a guitar player here though. Or players. Are they gonna perform? Bonjour! Il y aura un spectacle? Non? Oh, mince. D'accord. Merci. Bonne journée. Okay, so they're not gonna do a show. Oh, I saw them packing or unpacking the guitar. Thanks again for your support. Issues resolved. Yay! So yeah, some people have had some technical issues. They contacted me. I contacted people that I know at Periscope. Sometimes it gets resolved, sometimes it doesn't, but some of them got resolved recently. One of them had to do with, your book is going very well. Thomas is working on a book. So some people have had some issues with ghosting, and so, whew. Or you can read. a book about Euromeister. Well, thank you, Thomas. I can't wait to read it. Feels good to engage again. Yes! Seeing the Hemingway Memorial. I have not seen the Hemingway Memorial. Totally. Tim, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you! Let's get those YouTube subscribers up. I'm at about 800 subscribers right now. So I need about 200 more. So guys, I would appreciate it. You go over to youtube.com/Euromeister. Just hit that subscribe button. Tap that bell to get notified and smash the like button. So, I'm thinking maybe we should cross that bridge up there. What do you guys think? That's a nice bridge. There's just so many choices. Too many choices. There, now you can see a little bit better the museum because I'm starting to get in front of the sun. 200 does what for you? So 200 more raises my status level on YouTube, and they'll start giving me access to their studio and stuff like that. So it just gives you a little bit more access and you can do more stuff. How far is the Eiffel Tower? Is it walking distance? Yes. If you're into walking like I am, it's within walking distance. So it's about 3 to 4 kilometers. YouTube live nearly every day. I should do YouTube live every day. That would be awesome. I just need a few more subscribers. Is owning a bicycle worth it in Paris? Lockup points, etc. So Paris is pretty good for owning a bicycle, and we do have a system. We have lots of places to lock up the bikes and park them, and we even have it in conjunction with the metro system to make it convenient. But there is another reason why you might not necessarily need a bicycle, is because we do have a bicycle sharing program as well. So you can bicycle with the bicycle sharing program like this person is doing right here. This is one of our shared bikes. So they get 2 million. It's like the Truman Show. You talk about bicycles, and there is one. Do I ride a bike? I do. I like riding bikes. And bonjour. And if I get the right, where are you guys from? Vous venez d'où? Ah, de Paris. Ah bon. Bonjour. So some Parisians out for a walk. PayPal.com/Euromaestro to help support his broadcast. Oh, Jan, thank you for mentioning that. I haven't had any PayPal support in a while. So sad. Sad eyes. So PayPal.me/Euromaestro. In fact, Jan, I think, was the last one to send me a contribution, so I appreciated that. Bicycle program in New York City, very expensive for casual. Yes, the New York program is very expensive, especially when you compare it to the Paris program. So the Paris program is about €1 for the day for tourists, and €5 for the week. I think they upped it a little bit from there, but that gives you a rough idea. And then if you're not a tourist and you live here, whoa, what a great deal. We pay about €3 for the whole month. So basically free. What months will your annual pass run out? My annual pass runs out in December. Oh, so sad. Look at this cool boat coming up here along the river. Let's get the name of that boat. The River Limousine. We're gonna have to take that boat ride sometime. That looks like fun. Will you get a new one? I don't think I'm gonna get a new Disney pass. I don't think so. I mean, they're very expensive. I don't go as much as I used to. I would love to get one, but it's very expensive. And the main problem is I'm not getting any signal over there. Temperature is 23 degrees, so you see everybody is dressed very lightly, t-shirts and whatnot. So it's a change from last week where everybody was in jumpers and jackets, and now everybody's back to t-shirts because it's 23 to do. You're getting a new one next year. Yay, Thomas. Hopefully I can get a new one, but I don't know. It's so expensive, and that signal thing is causing a big problem for me. But who knows, I might change my mind. I still have a few months to think about it. No breaks in stream on YouTube, watching both. Yay! Let's go over to that bridge, because we'll get some nice views from the bridge. Any trips to the US in 2018? Wow, I'd like to take a lot of trips in 2018 to the US. And I'd even like to do one, what is this, September? I'd like to do one in November to New York, and December even. No breaks in the YouTube stream, awesome. So we'll see if I can manage that. I would like to go to New York City, have some stuff to do there, and maybe elsewhere. I got offered from this this charity to do a 3-month tour in the United States, and we would like drive around the States in a bus doing charity activities in different cities. So that is something I'd love to do. I have to see if I could make that work. But that would be a lot of fun. And you get to do some good stuff. You come down from the south of England. Ooh, nice. Come to Alaska, Euro. Wow, I would love, love, love to do Alaska. Macy's Parade in New York. Yeah, I would like to do the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I've done it in the past quite a few times. And I even did some work for the parade, or at the parade. I hope you can too. Welcome to Tokyo in 2020. Oh yeah, 2020 in Tokyo would be awesome. So it's been a while. I used to go to Tokyo all the time, and now I haven't been in Tokyo in what, maybe 5 years or more. So it's been a while. Speak a little French. Un petit français. Go to Shanghai Disneyland. Oh my god, that's another place I'd love to go. You guys are naming all the places I want to go. Alright, so now we're gonna get some shade. What about Canada? So I've been to Canada. I don't have plans to go to Canada soon, but I've been there a few times and I really like it. I've been to Quebec as well a few times and love that. Bonjour. So we can get a little bit better view going up the bridge, because now we don't have the shade, so now you can see the buildings a little bit better, I think. And this bridge has 2 levels of entrances, so you can enter at river level here or up at street level. So that's nice. The stream is more detailed on YouTube. Awesome. But we only have 6 people watching on YouTube. We should have 50. You teleported to the Roman Colosseum earlier today. Oh my god, that sounds awesome. I like the Colosseum. So I haven't been to Rome in a couple of years. I got invited to Rome by, of all people, Andy Dick. So Andy Dick used to hang out on Periscope quite a bit. And so we were Periscope buddies, I guess. And anyway, so he kept telling me, Euro, you've got to go to Rome. And I thought about it, you know, and I've been to Rome, but I missed Andy Dick in Rome. He went there for a film. He was doing a cameo for a film. It was Zoolander 2. So we went for the Zoolander 2 filming, which was done in hush-hush secrecy at the time. And he brought his kids and stuff, so seems like he had a really good time. All right. Now wait till you see the view from up here. You won't be disappointed. All right, so here we are. We're up on the bridge. Blue steel. Look, there we go. We got the speedboat going by at medium speed. Look at that. Converse with Jay Moore. Oh my God, that's cool. Here you see the boats going by. Look at those views. Stream is clearer on YouTube. Fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, guys, you should really check out the YouTube stream if you haven't yet. And you can see some amazing views. This is magic. Yes, we have a magical thing. We have some padlocks on this bridge. Not a lot. You can see there's a few padlocks. Okay, now I want to show you, even though it's sunny, the view on the other side. The view on the other side is pretty awesome. Just comparing YouTube Periscope, watching on both. Can it be much clearer than this? Oh, it can be really clear. Check out YouTube. You'll see a lot of clarity. All right. Hug Zero, thank you. Hugs to you, Rudy. Oh, we got a Segway. Look at this, a Segway tour going on. So we have Segway tours in Paris. We got bicycle tours, all kinds of different tours. The beautiful people. I'm with you. You guys are beautiful. All right. So over there in the distance, you have the Grand Palais. You have the obelisk. You have the Eiffel Tower. All right. So let's. And there's the Louvre over there in the distance. A convoy of Segway people. So let's go through the Tuileries Gardens over to the Concorde. Then we'll probably call it quits over there, right? Where is the tower? So the tower is right down here, or right right down here. I was gonna say, is it down or up? Right down here around the bend. I have to think about which way is down, which way is up. YouTube broadcast is ahead of Periscope. They are not synced. Yeah, so sometimes you do get differences in delays. And you can see you can walk along the river, winter or summer. Oh, so Paris, I don't know what you mean there, but Paris has the Summer Olympics in 2024. We're going to have the Summer Olympics in Paris. So that'll give us some amazing YouTube videos and amazing Periscope videos. You know what? 2024 is not that far away, guys. It's only 7 years. So we should get a big group together for the Summer Olympics, and we could get some big apartments and buy a whole bunch of tickets for the different sporting events and make it a thing. I think that would be fun. Joy Anthony says hello. Well, hello, Joy Anthony, on YouTube Live. So now we are entering the Tuileries Gardens. We see some kids playing football, of course. So we have some nice trees. Look at those beautiful trees. Okay. And let's go inside. So you get a nice little walk there on the upper level or walk on the lower level. Do you chat with YouTube viewers also? Yeah, so I'm chatting with both at the same time. So some of the comments I'm reading are on the YouTube side and some are on the Periscope side. That's the beauty of this app. So on YouTube, if you're not familiar, if you're watching YouTube live, they have what's called live chat. So if you check the menu for live chat, you can post comments and I can respond there just as well. YouTube has a little bit, has more tools for the chat, so it allows moderation and things like that. And you can delete comments. So, oh, look at this. Look at this, guys. So I came in a photo shoot one time here with Trey Radcliffe. Some of you guys may know him. He's a famous photographer, especially known for his HDR work. And he did a little photo tour of Paris. Now I see Russian correspondent under shelling in Syria. Look at this tree. We'll moderate for you. You know, I gotta add egg drop at some time, I think. So you guys can moderate and do stuff. You're chatting on both. But isn't this park so pretty? And there's all kinds of places to sit and hang out. They have theaters here. They have like a little puppet theater, and they have rides for the kids. And the greenery, I was telling you earlier, greenery is so important health-wise. So if you live in a city, you really need to get out to the parks or the woods. And if you don't have them in your city, then you need to get out into the countryside because it's very important. It's helpful in reducing stress levels. Hey, the YouTube count is climbing. Yay, can we get the YouTube to surpass Periscope? That would be amazing. Kind of nice how they left the fallen tree. Yes. So we've taken shots of in our little photo tour. So you see up ahead there's a clearing. If you want a big lawn, if you want to picnic out on the lawn, I think you can see it there in the distance. Getting some weird colors in here. I think we should go this way though. And then there's all kinds of fountains here. Everybody grab a rake. There's a guy here who's picking leaves up. More leaves down already than I would have guessed. Yeah, it's kind of, like I said, it's been very cool here the last couple of weeks, and now we got a little heat wave going on. I don't know if this is Indian summer. It's maybe too early for Indian summer. I don't remember the dates. Does anybody know the dates? There's like 3 days where the temperatures go back up again. I think it's next month though. And we have little restaurants in here, as you can see, gazebos, all kinds of fun stuff. Carnival rides. What time is it in Paris? You know, you're asking the wrong person. I have no sense of time. So I think it's in the afternoon. Well, it is definitely in the afternoon. I'm not sure about the time though. 6 p.m. said someone. So yeah, that's possible. It could certainly be 6 p.m. If it's noon in New York, it's 6 p.m. here. So there you have the obelisk in the distance. Same here, Euros. It was in the 70s for a week, suddenly back up in mid-90s. So that's Fahrenheit. So I think that's like 30 degrees. Or maybe even low 30s. So that's hot. Oh, let me just show you this. While we're here, we also have some sculptures. There's a lot of artwork in the parks. The Tuileries Gardens used to be the royal gardens because we had a palace right behind us, the Louvre. And then it was opened up to the public. It's around 32 degrees. Well, that is pretty hot. So here you see some of the sculptures that we have in the park. Did you notice many Asian residents in Paris, percentage of Paris population? I don't know the percentages, but we do have a lot of Asians, lots and lots of Asians in Paris. And we have Asian districts like Chinatown, where a lot of them live. And there's a lot of Chinese restaurants and shops. That's not a fallen tree, it's a sculpture. Too hot for outdoors for you. Ah. There we see the Eiffel Tower. Must leave now. Thank you for the lovely walk and boat ride. Well, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the boat ride. We got off pretty quick this time. Next week, if the weather is like this, we'll take a longer boat ride. But I have to start a little earlier for that, so I have time to eat dinner. But anyways, look at this fountain we have here. Look at all the people sitting around the fountain. So you see everybody just hanging out. They've got ice cream. Oh, what a good idea, ice cream. And watching the ducks. Oh, you got to take a screenshot of this. We got the ducks, we got the obelisk, and we got the reflection of the obelisk in the water. So if somebody wants to take a screenshot, don't forget to tweet it to me at Euromaestro. Everyone seems relaxed. Yeah, I'd say people are pretty relaxed. You can see the sun in the water. And you can see there's ducks. Ducks as well. Went to son's football game at 9 a.m. with umbrella and got to stand it. Oh, okay. And look at this, we got a chair, guys. Let's just sit down for a second. So now we are just like these other people, sitting down on a chair along the fountain. Gives you a chance to relax, have some ice cream, reflect. You know, water very important as well. We mentioned trees and greenery being important, but water is important. Just got alert that Merkel won a majority. So yeah, we have an election going on in Germany here today. And Merkel was the expected winner by far in the polling data. So this is not going to be any surprise that she is going to win a fourth mandate. Some people, interestingly enough, you may be surprised to hear this, maybe not. Some people have been calling her the leader of the free world. So it's pretty interesting appellation, because up until recently, the leader of the free world has indisputably been the President of the United States. I'm gonna have to put you guys down for a second. Sorry about that. So, there you go. So yeah, so that's kind of news to say that she's the leader of the free world. But she is a very powerful person. Some say maybe the most powerful woman. She definitely have a lot of importance. Europe does not have free speech, said someone. I'll have to think about that one. You have something specific in mind, or don't know which camera to buy? The best camera to buy is the iPhone 10, or also the iPhone 8 Plus is pretty good. So two nice phones to get. Or you want a standalone camera? When do the fountains go off? You know, usually the fountains are on, but they're not on right now. No, not a smartphone, just a camera. Okay. So I don't think it's a scheduled time, but it's not on right now. But we got a lot of nice ducks. You want a standalone camera? Be jealous of you. I want to buy a new camera, but no money. Yeah, they're expensive. All this equipment is expensive. Let's go over to the Concorde up there. The obelisk. Take a good look at that iPhone 10, whichever you want to call it. Yes. So Apple wants us to call it the iPhone 10. A lot of people calling it the iPhone X, especially non-Apple people calling it the iPhone X. So we kind of knew that this was going to happen. It's kind of difficult to make people keep saying 10, but we'll see. You think Sony makes the best camera? iPhone cannibalized their own product. I was hoping for a close all apps capability instead of all the swiping. Ah, yes. So I guess we still don't have that. I guess Apple kind of argues, you know, there's no reason to close all the apps. But I like to close them myself. Team Canon. So we got Team Canon in the house. We got Team Sony apparently in the house. We just need Nikon, and we are all set. Planning to buy the Sony HX400V, a bridge type between the X3000. Hey there. Yeah, Sony has some really good cameras. As a matter of fact, I just got invited to a camera event for Panasonic. So Panasonic, but there's a video camera. So they want me to check out their new camera for some reason. Their new video camera. You like control over closing apps myself. You want a camera that has mic input. Yes, mic input is important. What is this? Look at this. We got all this stuff going on. So all these buildings are not normally here. Oh, this is a what is it? It's some kind of exhibit going on. Look at that. So these are all temporary structures being put in place here. We got, oh, it was yesterday. Oh, we missed it. Gospel music. Authentic African American churches. Gospel music. Oh, wow. But I do want to show you this square before we go, because this square is so beautiful. Oh, we got a Samsung advertisement for the Galaxy Note 8. on the building. Look at that. Do bigger things. So yeah, the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 is very big. And it has a very bright display too. You think the Note 8 is better than the iPhone 8? It's better in some things. Like I said, it's brighter. It's much brighter. So I think the iPhone 10 is at 625 nits or thereabouts, and the Galaxy Note 8 I think is in low 1200s, like 1230 or something like that. But the iPhone 10 has a lot of tricks up its sleeves. It's really awesome as far as taking photos. So if you want to understand some of the reasons what makes the iPhone 10 such a great camera phone, you want to read the review in TechCrunch, which goes over all of the technical details. Why I say that? Because Samsung made their parts. Yes, Apple uses Samsung for a lot of their parts, particularly the display. Did I miss the iPhone 9? There is no iPhone 9. So there's an iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, which were just released last Friday. And we have the iPhone 10, which will come out on the 3rd of November. So there is no 9. 7, 8, 9. There you go. Kind of like 8, 8, 9. But anyways, you see this is a really nice square. You have all these amazing buildings, and then we have the Eiffel Tower and the obelisk. We also have the Assemblée Nationale and the Madeleine.
Ne allez pas au crayon aujourd'hui.
There you go. And we got fountains. Let's go over to the fountains. Let's hopefully get there before the traffic comes. When you're jaywalking and you've got 10 lanes of traffic, we just made it. Just in time. Woo! That was fun. Yeah, that was Jay running. So look at this though. We've got the fountain in front of us with the sun. And we got the obelisk. We've got the Assemblée Nationale in the distance. Let's go over this way. So Merkel is leading. She's at 33.5% in the current exit polls. 33.5%. Merkel is leading. So in this direction, we have the Madeleine. Okay, that's the church you see straight ahead. You have the US Embassy over there to our left. They didn't skip the iPhone 9. The iPhone 10 is an addition for the 10-year iPhone anniversary. Yes. So we have no idea yet what next year's iPhones are going to be called. So we'll have to see. It'll be interesting what they decide to call the new phones. Are the refugees voting? That's a good question. Some of them probably are. So there's the Eiffel Tower in the distance. And so this is a pretty cool square because you get so many different monuments all in sight from here, including you can see the Champs-Élysées and the Arc de Triomphe, which I'll show you in just 1 minute's time. Okay, let's turn around. Do you know about the Sony camera QX1, QX10, and 100? So I know a little bit about them, but I'm not the best camera expert, but we should probably do a scope about cameras sometimes. Anyways, there you can see the fountains. If somebody wants to take a screenshot of that, especially of the YouTube one, we have the fountains and the blue skies. I mean, the blue is like really popping on my YouTube screen, so I don't know if that's the same for you, but when I'm looking at the YouTube video, the blue in the sky is like popping, like so nice. All right, let's go over to the obelisk. So this obelisk is from Luxor in Egypt. Blue is the same between you two. Oh, okay. So it's just not the same. My display is different, so that's why. So that's good to know. The image quality is the same, or the color at least is the same. It's just the difference in my displays, because I do have a better, I'm using a different display. The display is so important. But don't do it on Monday and Wednesday because it's in French school at that time. Huh. Not sure I understood that. There is the Arc de Triomphe. Are you using a dual mount to stream? What type? You know, I'm not using a dual mount, and I should be using a dual mount because I have a great dual mount from Archon. So you know, the Archon mounts are really amazing. So you should get one if you don't have one. And if you use Euromaestro, you get a discount. I'm just holding them in my hands. So there is the obelisk. How do you scope in YouTube at the same time? Well, there's a number of ways to do it. You can use special software to live stream on multiple platforms at the same time, but I'm using old-fashioned technology. I'm just using 2 phones. Archon is the bomb. They are. Portrait, please. So let's go over to portrait for a second. Oops. I'm not sure if you can see it in portrait or not. Let's try that. So that is the obelisk from Egypt, from Luxor, and there's a twin. Best to do Periscope is with GoPro and Rode mic. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I think next year a lot. Maybe switch my Periscopes to GoPro and use the Rode mics. Yes, that's right. You can use the code Euromaestro for the discount, and it varies. Sometimes it's 20%, sometimes it's 10%. I think it depends on what's going on, but you get a nice discount. You don't like the GoPro because of the fisheye. Make sure it's lowercase and all one word. Ah, okay. I wasn't aware of that. Have you used it, Chris? Has it worked out nicely? You've used the code before. Oh, okay, great. So there we have another fountain and the Parliament building. And then the Eiffel Tower. Look at that. We're going to have a wonderful sunset here. Which broadcast uses the better phone camera? We need to do a 360. You've seen several GoPro streams. Some are grainy, some are spot on. Yeah, I don't think it's because of the GoPro though. I mean, the GoPro is a really good camera. So I think it's probably more a bandwidth issue on the connection. You're still confused why the EU expensive on electronic gadgets. That's a really good question. I mean, Apple decides what price they want to sell things for. So Apple sells their products much higher in Europe than it does in the States. So to give you an idea, I can buy the iPhone 8 Plus in the States for $799, right? So $800. If I buy that same iPhone 8 Plus here, it will cost me 919 euros. So well over $1,000. You think GoPro is a fantastic camera? Yeah, I agree with you. It's an amazing camera. Show the obelisk in portrait at a distance. So let's try to do that. Is this a good distance here? You can see all of the hieroglyphics on the side. It's due to logistics. Compare in Singapore, much cheaper, around 20 to 30% in Asian countries. I think it has a lot to do. I mean, I'm sure logistics plays a part, but I think it's a relatively small part. I think it mostly has to do with the markets. Does Apple have a larger market share in Europe? You know, I'm not exactly I don't remember the statistics on the market share. I know that they do really well in France in particular. It's one of their better markets. But overall, I'm not 100% sure. In the States, they're doing fairly well. I think I'm having trouble. I'm not sure that the YouTube is pivoting. Do you find the YouTube pivoting or not? I don't think so. It's not. Yeah, I have some kind of strange setting on there. It's not pivoting for some reason. YouTube doesn't pivot, it only rotates. Yeah, I'll have to look into what's going on there. Good day, Euro. Next time. Yeah, next time we'll do the pivot on YouTube. Anyways, I think I'm going to be signing off on the YouTube app. We'll stay on Periscope for just a little bit. It's okay, it's still a better picture. Yeah, I think there is a way to pivot, but I'll have to see. I thought I've pivoted before, but I'm getting a strange message when I try to pivot now. But before we go, just want to show you, look at that. The Arc de Triomphe and the Champs-Élysées. So pretty. All right, we're gonna end the YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe.